Welcome back for another heavy metallurgy review. So let me introduce myself. My name is Dreadful Rick. So today I'm going to be doing a review for Chasmdweller's latest output called Blood Vortex. This dropped on February 17th. You can find their stuff currently on Bandcamp. They are independently released, I believe for now. So they do have some physical. They have 50 copies available on tape and on CD as currently listed. So again, very limited, but definitely worth looking into. So Chasmdweller, so they're a band that's been around since 2019, and they play a style of death doom, death metal. They kind of toe the line between both styles. So this is a band I've been keeping an eye on since 2019. Ever since their first demo on Static Void Records, a now defunct label. And something about this that just sort of kept my attention. Something about their foreboding darkness, how just cavernous and doomy it is. Although their style has progressed and changed over time, I noticed with their first full length, it was a lot more melodic. It's probably the most melodic one that they've ever put out. And then as they progressed, they got more into the sort of more of the conventional sounding kind of death metal, still with that old school flair. And as they progressed, they've been working on kind of honing their style. And with every release, they sound a lot more confident, a lot more proficient. And I gotta say, my favorite thing about this band is gotta be the drumming. The drumming has always been top notch. I love the just the execution of the way the sound is carried. Everything is just so quick and I wouldn't say it's speed. It's just the way the tempo is just kind of kept. It just keeps your interest up. And the riffing, again, what you would expect from a band, with quality output today, very creative. It just keeps your head moving. It's very, very sharp, but still deep and quite heavy. Now, fast forward to Blood Vortex. So this is an album, 7 tracks. And when I hit play, the first thing that came to mind was chunk. Yeah, it was very chunky sounding, like pieces of meat just being ground and thrown to a big chasm. It just has that sort of nastiness to it, and it's great. I gotta say, the third track, Orbital Thresh, probably my favorite. It's the fastest moving song. It probably has the fastest tempo. They're not a band who really you would go to for very fast style riffing. They'd like to keep these kind of mid-tempo, which I think works to kind of keep a bit of that doominess to their style. This album probably has their production finally honed in just the way where it should be. I found that their stuff was a little too murky, especially with the way they were doing the vocals. The vocals has a very sort of a low belch, just sort of consistent growl, but it tends to sound after a while very monotonous. And so this is not a band you go to for a lyrical matter, if you will. And with this release, and one thing that I do appreciate is that this time around they added more of a higher register. I don't know if shrieking's the word. It's just a higher level of a scream. Think of it like kind of what Chris Barnes used to do back in the Cannibal days with that high kind of scream. Maybe not as high, and then maybe not as high pitched, but you also have the sort of low belching. So they kind of alternate between both styles, which this is what it really needed. It kind of needed a little bit of variety added to the vocals, and I think this is exactly how they needed to go about it. And this is one reason why this latest release, it's my favorite, because everything just kind of comes together and just works perfectly. Between the drumming, the production, the chunkiness of their sounds, it's just great. So this has guest vocals. So tracks 4 and 7, which is called Cognitive Dissipation and Diluted Ephemeral Obfuscation. Say that 10 times real fast, real fast. It's just it adds another element. It's just another layer to the sound that. So they have a side black metal project called Malgoth. Steve Rasmussen, who was the guest vocalist here, I almost wish they would have kept him on as a permanent member rather than just a guest vocalist, because he does really add a lot to the sound. And another reason why you can see that they're trying different things and really honing things in to make their sound even more expanded. So great band. I wish more people would check out. I know there were Life After Death was on their previous material, and I've been trying to spread the word as much as I can because I just love this band. But with this one here, it just tells them that they're really very committed and very serious about this project, and they're only just keep improving as they go along. So definitely check out Chasmdweller. You can find their stuff on Bandcamp, and so that's my review. So definitely check them out.